My name's Joshua and I'm a second year paramedic student. A lot of people get into it because they want to help people and they're great with blood and guts and everything. For me it started a bit earlier on when I was about 10. In primary school I was a bit of a silly kid, wasn't great academically, just really struggled with the English literacy and the maths and everything. And one day the teacher gave me this first aid exam and said, just try and keep up with the other kids. And I came first in the year, topped the year for it. And so that time I went home and Yahoo'd, because there was no Google back then, what is first aid good for? And paramedics was the first thing that came up. So that was it for me. So my dad was a film editor. And yeah, he dropped out in year 10. Mum was a flight attendant for a long time. She dropped out to travel the world. Yeah, they both dropped out before they finished the HSC, and as a result, when all this new legislation and stuff came in that you've got to have this piece of paper to get this job, they could never really go back and get it. So they really pushed me and my sister, get that piece of paper. It'll make a big effect. It might seem silly, it's just a piece of paper, but it's what's written on it's going to open so many doors for you. First year, first semester, I didn't know what to do. That first essay rolled around, they're like, all right, you've got 1,000 words on, I can't even remember the topic. And I kind of finished it, and then I was talking to my friends and they said, that's not anything what it's meant to be like. You've got to do it like this. They were all older as well, some of them had done uni before. I said, oh, really? And then it was kind of like 2 days before it was due and I had to start again. I remember I called my mother once and I said, oh, I made a huge mistake, and I really messed up in class today. And she said, look, well, you'll never make that mistake again, will you? And I said, yeah, I know, and I never have. I've always thought about that moment. And what she said, I bet that lecturer will pick you every time now because he knows you will never make that mistake. That was really wise words. I was like, yeah, true, I will never make that mistake again. So I kind of sat down and thought, right, this is actually really where you want to be. Under the pump, you're doing a course that's all about being put under the pump. This is about you trying to show what you're made of now. Like, you're under the pump, this is what you're going to do. So just sit down and do it. And I did, I just sat down and I wrote it out again. So I think that was a really kind of turning point for me as well. Like, oh, I'm going into a high stress situation. I'm in a high stress situation now. Maybe I can show myself that I can manage this situation and really promote that I belong here. Yeah.